I step out, the door chimes as new arrivals enter, none of them being Rachel. My dinner plans taunt me from the wine list I had reviewed earlier, noticing her posts about a love for small batch Italian reds on her social media. Hi, I'm Rachel. I adjust my lipstick in the rearview mirror, parked across from Javan. Through the restaurant's large front window, I spot him, right on time. Tom settles into a booth in the corner, straightening his navy blazer before checking his phone. He's early, I tell Monica through my AirPods. About 15 minutes early, and you're going to make him wait an hour? The judgment in her voice crackles in my ear. I drum my fingers on the steering wheel. It works. You've seen the spreadsheet. A spreadsheet for dating? How romantic, Monica sighs, and I hear it clearly. My phone buzzes, a text from Tom. Here a bit early, can't wait to meet you. He uses full punctuation, I murmur, adding a point to his score in my dating app. You're actually taking notes? Monica asks. Data doesn't lie, I reply. I watch Tom decline the bread offer, ordering water instead. His posture stays relaxed, open. 20 minutes in, he remains calm. He had seemed different through our messages, thoughtful responses, no red flags, no rushing to get my number too soon. But experience has taught me not to trust appearances. My phone lights up again with another message. Everything okay? Let me know if you need to reschedule. 30 minutes now, I narrate, watching him check his phone 3 times without the usual passive-aggressive texts. Most guys crack after 20 minutes, firing off increasingly angry messages. Remember Jason? I ask Monica. He sent 17 messages in 5 minutes, each one angrier than the last. And Marcus waited 2 hours, only to find out he was seeing someone else at the bar. I shake my head at the memory. Now my system works. Tom orders more water, his shoulders still squared, no nervous slouching. He engages easily with the waiter, even laughing at something. My stomach flips, a sensation I quickly suppress. 45 minutes in, I tap my pen against the steering wheel. Still no red flags. You're the red flag, Rachel, Monica comments, but I ignore her. He's reading something on his phone now, probably work emails. Good time management. Or he's on Tinder finding someone who respects his time. You can't respect what you haven't verified, I reply sharply. I've invested too much time in dead-end relationships. At least this way, I can filter out the unstable ones early. Tom glances at his watch, a subtle motion, not the exaggerated gesture most guys use to show their irritation. Another text arrives. Hope everything's okay. I'll wait a bit longer, but please let me know you're safe when you can. Genuine concern without guilt tripping. Impressive, I note. Monica groans. You're going to mess this up. I check my reflection one last time, grabbing my purse. The hour's almost up. Time to see if he passes the final test, the one where I assess his emotional intelligence. I step out of the car, smoothing down my dress. Some men appreciate a woman who knows exactly what she wants. And what exactly do you want, Rachel? The question hangs between us, unanswered. Through the window, I watch Tom respond to another message, his face lit by the soft restaurant glow. My stomach flutters again. I'll call you later, I say, ending the call before Monica can reply. The hostess greets me with a knowing look as I walk past, my heels clicking on the hardwood floor, counting down the steps to Tom's table. He stands when I approach, his smile genuine despite the long wait. Time for the real test to begin. Hey, this is Tom, I say as I arrive at Javan's 15 minutes early, straightening my blazer. Maria, the owner, greets me warmly. Your usual corner booth, she asks, already preparing my spot. Perfect, I reply, my words coming quickly, betraying my excitement. I'm meeting someone. Her eyes twinkle in approval. I'll have Marco bring over the wine list. The leather booth creaks as I slide into place, positioning myself so I can see both the door and the street outside. The text feels appropriate here. Bit early, can't wait to meet you. Marco appears with water and a smile. Not ready for bread yet, I tell him, waiting for someone. My sister's voice echoes in my head. Dating in your 30s is different. She helped me choose this place. Authentic Italian, casual enough for comfort, but nice enough to show effort. The warm wooden beams and soft lighting create the perfect ambiance for good conversation. Minutes pass. I send another text. Everything okay? Let me know if you need to reschedule. Marco brings more water, his face neutral. Thanks, I say, pulling up work emails to distract myself while keeping an eye on the door. The restaurant fills with diners, couples leaning in across candlelit tables. Families sharing giant pasta dishes. A young couple sits nearby, their nervous energy radiating. It's clearly a first date. They fumble with wine choices, laugh too loudly, lean in too eagerly. I remember those days. Now, at 34, dating comes with different expectations, different disappointments. My watch reads 7:30, a full half hour past our meeting time. The breadbasket Marco left remains untouched. Another message from Tom. Hope everything's all right. I'll wait a bit longer, but please let me know you're safe when you can. Maria comes by, her forehead creased with concern. Everything okay? Traffic's bad tonight? I lie, the words feeling bitter in my mouth. She pats my shoulder, murmuring something in Italian I'm sure means poor fool, before walking away. My phone buzzes. It's my sister. How's it going? She asks. She hasn't arrived yet. Seriously, how long have you been waiting? 45 minutes. I consider walking out. The door chimes as more people arrive, but none of them are Rachel. My dinner plans taunt me from the wine list. I'd researched her social media, noting her love for small batch Italian reds. Marco keeps the same bottle of wine strategically visible behind the bar. The young couple's laughter rises again, heads together over shared appetizers. My stomach growls in protest, the breadbasket sitting on the edge of my table mocking me. A text from a colleague distracts me. An issue with the Peterson account. I dive into the numbers, grateful for the diversion. Numbers make sense. They don't make you wait without an explanation. The solution takes my full attention, almost making me miss the click of heels approaching my table. I stand, my mouth dry. Rachel glides toward me, radiant in a green dress. Not a hair out of place. No sign of traffic delays. No rushed apologies. No flustered explanations. Her perfume hits me first. Something expensive, calculated. Tom watches her enter, her smile gleaming like a sharp blade. I'm so happy you waited, she says, her tone almost smug, stopping my rehearsed greeting in its tracks. My hand halts midair as the realization hits me. The laughter of the young couple nearby serves as a stark contrast to this fabricated moment. Marco lingers nearby with the wine list, but I make eye contact with him and shake my head. Maria watches from the bar, her earlier concern shifting into something more hardened. She's seen this play before, and so have we all. What happened? I ask, motioning toward the seat across from me. The leather squeaks again, an accusing sound. Tell me why you're truly late, I continue, sliding into the booth and carefully adjusting my dress. Tom's eyes narrow, a subtle movement, but I notice it. My thoughts race as I recall the data points. Punctual, polite texts, professional demeanor, good posture. Now it's time to check the final variable. You're wondering about my delay, I say, unfolding my napkin. The linen rustles crisply under my fingers. I appreciate your patience. It's quite revealing. His voice stays calm, controlled, another box checked off in my mind. Most men can't handle waiting. They crack, sending angry texts or storming out. I lean in, warming to my topic, but you stayed composed. Quite impressive. Just then, the waiter approaches. Tom raises his hand to stop him mid-step, his focus still entirely on me, his face unreadable. You were watching me from your car, I say. I observe all my dates this way. It's the most reliable method to assess emotional stability. A couple at the next table laughs, young and carefree, lost in their own world. Tom glances at them, something shifting in his expression. A method he's used before, I think. Each word he says drops like a stone into still water. Oh, you've done this before, he says. Oh, yes, I reply, reaching for my phone. Eager to share my findings, I tell him, I've developed a very sophisticated system. Would you believe most men crack exactly 23 minutes in? But he cuts me off. This isn't an experiment. These are people's lives, their time, their emotions. My fingers freeze above the screen. You don't get it. Dating requires strategy. No, he says, straightening his silverware with precision. Dating requires respect. Basic human decency. I respect people who earn it, I respond automatically, the defense springing to my lips like breathing. My time is no more valuable than anyone else's. His voice stays level, but his words carry weight. You didn't arrive late. You weren't stuck in traffic. You weren't dealing with an emergency. You sat in your car, treating another human like a lab rat. Heat floods my cheeks. I'm selective about who I date. You're cruel, he says, his statement landing like a slap. And you're proud of it. The waiter hovers, sensing the tension. Tom catches his eye. Separate checks, please. Separate checks? I raise my voice, heads turning at the nearby tables. Yeah, but we haven't even ordered. I'll pay for what I ordered while I waited. He places his napkin beside his untouched bread plate. And for the hour of my life you wasted. You're overreacting, I mutter, as my carefully constructed evaluation points scatter like leaves in the wind. No, this is why you're single, he responds, placing a $20 bill on the table with an elegance that feels final. Good luck with your research. He stands, buttoning his blazer. The young couple watches him leave, their perfect evening briefly interrupted by our drama. The waiter hurries over, concern on his face. I'll have a martini, I snap, grabbing my phone from my purse. Monica has to hear about this spectacular failure of emotional intelligence.